What's up, family? Man, to say that I am excited to show you this video version of our presentation, that's an understatement. I am elated to show you this video presentation of our nonprofit, the Cliffs to Clouds Leadership Foundation. I need you. We need you. We need you to be a part of this journey with us. There are families, and we have a vision of what we want to do, and there are families that we want to help. And we need you to be a part of this journey with us. So please take a minute to watch this video, take in what you've seen, and then answer the call to action at the end so that we can be a part of something really, really special, because we see something that we can do that can grow into something really, really special. So I love you. Thank you guys for taking a look at it. And thanks for being the cloud givers. You find out what that is.
The pain of our past persists to this day. In Kentucky, like many states throughout the South, lynching was a tool of terror. It was used to kill hopes for freedom. It was used to kill my ancestors. Now, in a historic victory for our Commonwealth, I have become the first Black Kentuckian to receive the Democratic nomination for U.S. Senate. My opponent, the very person who compared expanded health care to slavery. The person who said he would have opposed the Civil Rights Act. The person who single-handedly blocked an anti-lynching act from being federal law. The choice couldn't be clearer. Do we move forward together, or do we let politicians like Rand Paul forever hold us back and drive us apart? In November, we will choose healing. We will choose Kentucky.
Our partners at BetOnline continue to be the #1 source for all your betting needs and sports info. Hey y'all, it's your man Lloyd Spence, and find all the latest odds, news, and sports developments, including this year's Wimbledon Finals, sorry Serena, Major League Baseball, and the latest fighting news, and even next season's early NFL futures, all at BetOnline. Here's what you got to do. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today to receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Just use the promo code BELIEVE, BLEAV, to get your bonus and get into the action. This is BetOnline.ag. It's BetOnline. When the game starts, tell them, yeah boy, the noise news.
Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Yeah. Can I make you move now? Yes, I can. So you can get this move in a bag of a can. I can make it round the world when it holds in your hand. Popcorn World. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. I said popcorn make you smile. Ah. 250 flavors. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. It's a popcorn world. It's a popcorn world.
What's that saying? Breaking down the rumors and smelling out. Speaking for the people who must go around. Taking truth to power with a whisper and a shout. We're talking noise. Oh yeah, talking noise. Hey yeah, say it again, say we're talking noise. Yeah, talking noise. Really don't have to fool around. Never noise keeps us lined up. When truth divine, the sign that you need is a sign of success. We're talking noise. Oh yeah, talking noise. Yeah, picking up all the sound. We're talking noise. Yeah, yeah. Talking noise. Say it again. We're talking noise.
Welcome to Talkin Noise, the daily podcast that brings you up to speed and keeps you informed about real issues affecting real people. With your host, Mr. Talkin Noise himself, Lloyd Spence. His beautiful wife, Mrs. Noise, Kenyatta Spence. The ever-informed Brother Noise, Alan Brown. And yours cordially, Uncle Noise, Shake Anderson. Come on in and join us as we reveal and opine today's most pressing issues. Real truth while having real fun. Talkin Noise is in your house right now. So sit back and enjoy Talkin Noise.
Not getting high, so not getting high, so keeping your head above water, making a way when you can. Good times,
Man, I'm ready to get good.
good times. Ain't we lucky we got 'em?
Let's not bring your
Good
We back up in here one more again, as they say. One more again. Talking Noise. It's a Black Friday, but on a Thursday. And the reason why it's a Black Friday on a Thursday night is because we got stuff to talk about tonight that's Black Friday related, because we're going to do something completely different because this is a holiday weekend. We are on tomorrow night, but we're just not going to be doing Black Friday stuff. We're going to do something different. So there you go. It's your man, Lloyd Spence. Mama Noise in the building.
And the Queen.
I just can't call you Mama Noise. I have to call you the Queen.
I mean, it's nice to hear sometimes. Do I have to walk down the street by a certain type of person that be like,
some real petty, like,
the brothers that be like, how you doing, Queen? They don't even know my name is Queen.
but they don't mean it. They be like, how you doing, Queen? It's fake.
Yeah, but
When I say it, I mean it. And so, oh baby, you my queen.
So right now you don't.
But you
So
also
right
Mama Noise. Mama Noise is listen. If I call you Mama Noise, that means you're the most powerful person in the Noise Kingdom, Queendom. So it's the same thing.
Sometimes Mama Noise sounds old.
Oh, to you, nobody else
Right.
thinks so. But
Right.
okay, but that's you psyching yourself out of something that ain't true.
Psyching myself out.
Yeah, psyching yourself, psychologically placing yourself into a situation, a circumstance, and a conundrum that is not real.
Well, how about you psychologically take me out of the conundrum and just say,
How
hey,
about
Queen.
how about I be grown and do what I want to do? How about that part? You ever thought about that part?
Well, you know what happened last
I'm
night.
grown.
I'm just saying,
Grown.
last night you tried to act all grown.
What happened last night?
You took a loss when you rolled off up here in my office.
First of all, let's be very clear. That wasn't last night. That was Tuesday night. And second of all, I didn't take no loss.
You took a loss.
And no, I didn't. And I actually turned out to be right.
Well,
Well, hold on. Let me finish before you rudely interrupt me.
Okay, Kanye. Okay, I'm gonna let you finish, but
Right. Don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me.
I ain't Taylor Swift. I will swiftly come downstairs. I told you don't have a neck. Stop doing that.
All this is neck, right?
No, but you use your whole body, and that's not how it's done. I'm just saying. If you're gonna roll your neck, do it. If you're gonna roll your neck, do it right.
First of all, I'm not gonna roll my neck because I'm a guy.
I know, because you rolled your whole body, and that
I'm
is
not
not
gonna
how
roll
you-
my neck because I'm a grown ass man.
That's the same way you was trying to do that dance the kids was doing. It just certain things just
Leave me alone. Stop telling people stuff that ain't true. I can dance. I'm actually the best dancer in the house.
Yeah, but that dance, the kids dance, is
I
not.
don't want to do that dance. I want to do my own dance.
You don't say that when you be at the bottom of the stairs doing the.
Can we stop? First of all, you talk too much. You tell all the secrets. I'm doing a crime with Kieta.
I am.
And anyway, hush. I was trying to finish my statement. My statement was, yes, I told you to hush. My statement was that I was going to share. Turns out the story that I broke on what day was that? Tuesday. I was right. That thing went viral everywhere, and everybody was talking about that Megan Thee Stallion twerk. So I was right. My instincts, my journalistic instincts, should never be questioned. I was 1,000% correct.
So you needed to show two glazed hams in a net like they do at Thanksgiving to
It
show.
wasn't the fact that it was two glazed ham in the neck.
It looked like it. That's
It
the
was-
kind my grandmother used to get at Thanksgiving.
Oh, you just won't let me finish what I want to say. You just got to interrupt everything. I just want to finish a few sentences. I ain't got to finish all of them, but just a couple. Is that okay? Zeta. Lord have mercy. Zeta don't be wanting to let you finish. All I was saying was my whole point of bringing the story to the noisemakers was that it was a story. It was going to be a story because of the way she was doing it, because of the intensity by which she was doing it, and it didn't make sense that she was doing it. And I knew it was going to be a story. She got 3 million views on that. 3 million. And I still don't know why she did it. Other than to get 3 million views. That was my point. Like, that seems like a lot to get 3 million views. So anyway, that was my point. Okay. Now we can get back to whatever you want to talk about. Where is everybody?
Well, according to C Major, it's an art form. So,
well, I don't know about that part. C Major better watch it.
Maybe it was that many people staring at their own behind, trying to see if they could do it too.
I'm not going to co-sign that with C Major because he's going to get all of us in trouble. Question: where is everybody?
I don't know. Is it a weekend already? Because some places don't have closed on Friday.
That's possible. It's possible. I don't know. Some people may be taking an early 4-day weekend or 5-day weekend or whatever it may be. So that's very, very possible. But we got a lot to talk about tonight on this Black Friday, but it's a Thursday. So I'm really looking forward to that. So I was hoping everybody would come on in. I don't even see White Organist.
Well, he just got married, so he's going to be a little slow on the...
I'm wondering if he's coming tonight. Let me check my phone.
You know, when you first get married, you move a little slower because you know.
It is true. What up, C Major? How you doing, brother? What up, noisemakers all around? It's good to see the noisemakers, period. Good to see everybody pulling up in there. We're trying to find where everybody is. I'm not sure where everybody is. I don't see White Organist. I'm checking my phone right now to see what's going on. Oh, the baby mama's sick.
Mm-hmm.
She's sick. Oh, she's sick because of the doctor's appointment today. Hold on, let me finish reading. Let me text him back. What happened? Talk amongst yourselves, Mama Noise. Talk to the people.
Talk to myself. Okay.
Yeah, not to yourself, but talk to the people. I'm checking with White Organist to see where he's at.
Okay. Well, hey, noisemakers. I hope you got great plans for this weekend. What is it? Oh.
I'll tell you. Okay.
I hope you got plans for this weekend. And if you so happen to be at home this weekend on a Saturday night, you can join us on Uncorked Wine.
Uncorked Wine.
This is plenty of notice. So you can say, you don't have to say, man, I wish I'd have known. This is plenty of notice. Today's Thursday, plenty of time to go out and get your wine, get your wine cooler, or as some of our faithful viewers, noisemakers, get their what's it called, alkaline water, what have you, and join us and on Saturday night, or we're having a mashup on Saturday morning with Daddy and the Girls and Mr. Noise and I for I Still Do. We are mashing it up, so it'll be one show where I still do, my husband and I, and then the girls will all be on the same show.
That'll be fun.
That's going to be a great time as well. Look forward to you joining us for that. And wow, we want to hear from you. What are your plans? Do you plan on grilling out this weekend? Are you going to see friends and family? Do you got a spades game on tap? You know, do you got somebody's house you going over to play some spades, or what's your plans for this weekend? Put them in the chat. We'd love to hear from you, to know what you're doing this weekend. It's going to be a long weekend. Grateful, I'm sure many are, that 4th of July weekend falls on a Monday. That's exciting.
Right.
You know, sometimes we're not in control of what day that the holiday falls on, but this year
that's
falls
actually perfect. Right?
Yeah, that it falls on a Monday.
Right.
Couldn't plan that any better. But gives us all a extra day to the weekend. I'm sure everybody's excited about that.
Right.
So let us know what your plans are this weekend. Let us know, everybody that's watching. Thank you so much for joining us. We're excited to have you here today. So if you can correspond with us, let us know what's going on with you in the chat.
I got the text back from White Organist.
Okay.
They got some not bad news, but just shocking news. They're having twins. So it kind of threw him off. So he asked to be excused as he is.
He asked you to be excused by text message?
Yeah, he said, would it be all right? Because my wife is shocked and she's a little emotional. Well, because, you know, it's going to be hard to get back in them bathing suits, you know, once you have twins. But you can do it. You just got to put a little more work in. Women have done it all the time. It's just going to be a little challenging. But yeah, he just need a minute. He's trying to be a good husband. You know, your wife, you and your family, wife find out that you having twins. The thing just doubled up on you. Double the milk formula, double the Pampers, double the, you know, clothes, double the food, double for the rest of your life. It'll throw you into place.
Okay.
I think it threw him into place. So we welcome y'all to the show tonight. No music, no White Organist. We didn't have time to.
We don't need no music.
We didn't have time to make an adjustment. We may have to go old school church. There's a lily, my Lord, is in the valley, on it to be bright as the morning star. You know, so we have to do.
Whoa.
It's not really an old situation.
It could have. It was old school. You could have rolled with it.
But not really. It's not.
You
It's
know,
like
Lord, you just could have.
It's like a couple of O's. Oh, lily in the valley. It's just like a couple of O's.
You know what? That's that.
No, I'm not trying to be petty. I'm just saying it's not a lot of
You
O's.
are a little bit. You just basically.
I'm just trying to give you the accuracy of the song.
I mean, I'm not Jay Joyner, who was able to say, I can pick up from there, brother, because I heard that in the church.
Is it okay for you to be coached? Is it okay when you don't know for you to be coached up by your husband?
I don't know.
Is that all right?
Some of y'all coaching.
Or is it always going to be you got to be right and not I just got to be wrong?
You
What
know,
is it? Just explain it to me. How's it supposed to work?
let me give it some thought.
Give it some thought then. How you doing, cuz?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm good. I'm trying to teach Mama Noise how to sing Lily in the Valley, and she want to teach me, and she don't even know the song.
John P. Key, Lily in the Valley?
Yeah. Because White Organist is not here tonight, so we went Acapulco. And Acapulco, you know, we ain't got no music. And so
Acapella.
Acapulco.
same thing. And so I'm singing Lily in the Valley for her, and I'm trying to, you know, go through it. She trying to tell me I'm wrong. She don't even know the song.
She don't know the song.
No, I just said just carry on. He was singing just a little bit, and so I just said, whoa, and then he was like,
that's not how it go.
That ain't in there. That ain't in there.
That's not in there.
But is it my fault you ain't got the organist?
I don't need the organist to know what's in the song Lily in the Valley. It's Acapulco.
You said you finna go old school, so you was going Acapulco. I was trying to help you.
I didn't need you.
You know,
Go
Mama
on by
knows,
yourself then.
you know, Mama knows it's a crime, pity, and a shame that you actually consider Lily in the Valley old school.
It's not.
I mean, you might really call it that by now, but I mean,
it ain't sung by the young folks, so it's old school.
Listen, when that kind of music came out, that wasn't even played in the church too often because it was so R&B-ish upbeat.
I like Lily in the Valley. That's one of my favorite songs.
Is it?
Love Lily in the Valley.
Oh yeah.
That's
love to hear Grandpa sing in the song. Oh he oh he yeah. That's Grandpa.
Yeah, but
how come you yee but then you didn't want to whoa? How come you can do that?
Because the yee was in the song, but you did wasn't in the song. Yes, what you did wasn't in the song. What I did was in the song. That's how I did it.
Mama knows you really don't know the song for real.
She don't know the song.
I've
heard. Sit here and act like she know the song and want to correct a nigga.
I didn't. I said, can we add some O's on the end?
No. Say that for one of the songs you want to sing. For Lily in the Valley, we're doing it the way it was written. But shout out to White Organist who's having twins.
Twins? They just
that's why he's not here tonight. He's having twins. They found out that they do what?
How you gonna get twins eating it out? Every time
he's not just exclusive. Look, he's not.
Every time he puts something up in there, he turn around and eat it out.
I don't like that you created a narrative about our organist.
Stop in 2 minutes.
He's a man of faith, and he loved his baby mama. Well, wife now.
Man of faith. And
how you doing, Kyrie? You back, man?
Yeah, I'm back.
Shout out to you for getting out of Brooklyn or New Jersey just in time before they burned it down.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Because clearly they're gonna burn it down now that Kevin Durant is leaving.
I was getting out one way or another.
You did good. I'm proud of you.
What the hell you mean burn it down?
Oh, them people are gonna be pissed.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I think they will be. I
don't
don't think
know the mentality of Brooklyn, New York.
But I don't know the Brooklyn.
Them folks don't give a damn about that.
They don't like the Nets?
Oh yeah, they like the Nets, but come on, that's not
as much as they like the Knicks, though.
I mean, you have to understand that's New York. They got subways to go catch. They ain't got time to worry about no goddamn basketball team.
Okay, fair enough.
They got a bus to go catch. They got a dollar van waiting down the street for that. They ain't got time for that. They all about the hustle and the bustle. Right. For country bumpkins like yourselves, Louisville.
How you gonna skip over and call us country bumpkins?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, us country bumpkins, we ain't gonna do the dumb shit that the New Yorkers are about to do. They go out there for burning cars and churches and buses and subways and shit.
Don't set nothing on fire, man. You crazy?
They set shit on fire because it's cold outside, so we know they're gonna set shit on fire when it's red leaf.
I put dollar bills on it. Don't nothing burn.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Well, here's the reality. That probably is true that we would, the country bumpkins in Louisville would have a little bit more anger because we're a city. In Mississippi, that wouldn't happen.
No other form of entertainment.
Well, in Mississippi, that wouldn't happen because you can't burn down a farm.
Yeah, no form of entertainment. What kind of?
We have the best form of entertainment. We do all ours at night.
What does Mississippi do?
Cow
do
tipping.
we got pro anything?
They do cow tipping.
I'm not the one who said that they're gonna burn Brooklyn down because of Kevin Durant. That ain't gonna
happen. They might. Where Brooklyn at? They might.
Them people got rats to kill. They got roaches to try to get rid of. They don't give a damn about Kevin Durant. You crazy?
They out there two-stepping in the house.
Rats to kill. Dang.
I thought they were living with the rats. I thought they were living with the rats and roaches similar to what they do in Mississippi.
You need a doggone button. You just told them they got rats to catch.
Mama knows I'm not lying.
But you just said. Hold on.
First of all, cuz they too big to be rats. I'm a dog they chasing.
Why are you coming for Brooklyn like this tonight? This is
You the one came from and said that they're gonna burn down their city because of
they are going to be angry tonight. They thought they had a championship team, and they went from a championship team to the laughing stock of the league in 2 days.
Them people are all about how they gonna get to work tomorrow morning. They don't give a damn.
I don't think you understand the hostility that lies within the confines of New York City.
I don't think you know how many people live there and how frustrated they are.
Well, from what I've been told, it's a goo gob,
Well,
which is typically the largest number you can get to, a goo gob. Right. A goo gob of niggas. It's good to see everybody. How's everybody feeling?
So what the hell do you consider two goo gobs? What is two goo gobs?
Two goo gobs? Oh man, that's like China.
God damn, that was racist. How was
that racist? A lot of people in China.
Do Chinese people have more sex than the rest of us?
They doing something. A lot of them.
I mean,
are they just more fertile?
I would think both things are true. Like they having sex and it's working.
Mama, no, don't look at me like that. In order to get to 1 billion people, that's a whole lot of.
Yeah. 1 billion people would imply at least 500 million people were having sex, right? Is that how that math works?
At a minimum.
Like it takes
You got
500 million people to have sex to create 1 billion, right?
You got to count for twins and triplets.
Well, but I'm just saying on average, it takes two. So 250 million men with 250 million women.
Everybody's not a fucking age.
You don't know what age they were.
Yeah, define the age in China that you think they have to be.
Putting your head down. I'm trying to carry on the conversation.
I'm not going to support your pedophilia theory at all. So I'm out on that.
I'm talking
what
about
do you mean out of age?
Old women. What the hell are you talking about? Pedophilia.
Okay, but nobody said it was old women. We're saying 250 fertile women had to sleep with 250 million fertile men. Boom, babies. But my math could be wrong. I'm not a mathematician.
It's off, but that's okay.
It probably is. I'm not afraid of that.
Takes 500 million to make 1 billion.
I'm just saying. You know what, cuz I'm not here for your slander tonight, okay? I will not take slander from somebody from Mississippi. Okay.
No matter how you look at it, still a lot of people having sex.
A lot of people is all I'm saying. That's all I was really trying to say. Okay. All right. We got some fun tonight.
One more thing. If people ain't burnt down New York with the Jets and the Giants, they ain't gonna burn it down.
Yeah, but the Jets and the Giants have actually won shit. The Jets and the Nets have won nothing.
You can go and say what you
actually. I take that back. The Jets have won something. It was a long time ago, but they won something.
You can go and say what you was gonna say. I just wanted to make that up.
I know you did. I know you want to throw out your little bullshit Cowboy theory, but don't nobody care about your team. They never will. They never will.
Damn.
I know you want me to say never have. They have, but they stopped and they realized the error of their ways. So they never will and they never will. Now we can move on. We got a good show for y'all tonight. We're going to start, though, in the most controversial place that we can start because this has been trending all over the place. And it's probably going to serve as most of the foundation of some of the stuff, or most of the stuff we're going to talk about tonight, because this is probably one of the most shocking viral moments we've had in a long time. Many of you have already seen this video, but for those who haven't, you're about to see it now. The sister, whose baby daddy only brings the McDonald's to his son.
Y'all, every fucking day my baby daddy come here with one fucking meal for my child. But I have 3 other kids. We have 1 kid together, but he only want to come and bring one thing at McDonald's. But what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids at McDonald's though? Like that shit bogus as hell. Like you're not finna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look, there he go, and I bet you he only got one thing in there. I bet you he don't even. I'm finna expose the out of him so people can see how he really is. It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up? Because I'm finna expose you. What? Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger? One burger, one fry?
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about my other kids?
What about your other kids?
Okay, but them your kids' siblings though.
What are you talking about? What are you mad
Them my kids, them your kids' siblings though.
So what you?
So my other kids finna be left out.
You didn't feed them?
You know I don't get my food stamps to the 7.
Lisa, how is that my problem?
But if you're trying to help out though, you're not helping out.
I'm not trying to help him. I'm trying to help my son.
How are you helping your son when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings?
Lisa,
them are his siblings
Lisa,
though.
He
not finna eat in front of all his other siblings and they're not eating on McDonald's. Why do I gotta put...
Bring him out to the car.
No. He's not finna eat that shit at all if you can't bring enough for everybody.
Lisa, so you telling me that I bring my son food, I gotta bring your kids food too now?
Yes.
You sound dumb.
How is that shit dumb? You sound dumb. You sound dumb.
Where are their daddies at? Nobody told you to talk to them other. You had them other kids. Them your responsibility. They're not my responsibility.
Okay, but if you're gonna bring one, you need to bring it for all. How do that shit look that I'm letting one child eat McDonald's and all the rest of the kids can't eat no fucking McDonald's? So you know I get food stamps on the 11th.
That ain't 3 kids that ain't mine. 3 kids that ain't mine.
Yeah, they're his siblings. You knew what you was getting into when you had a baby with me.
No, the I didn't.
Yes, you did.
You expect me to take care of all the kids? They're not my kids.
Okay, but you still had a baby with me who have kids with other people. I still have other kids.
Why are you recording it?
Because I'm exposing. Everybody think you such a motherfucking good daddy. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're full of shit in this bullshit. You only come here with one piece of food for one child.
The child that's mine, silly.
No, that's dumb that you can't feed the other kids. Don't feed nobody at all. Then he can't take that shit. He can't eat it.
Maybe if you had 1 or 2, I can maybe. You got it's 3 extra kids. What the? You all like going to my mother account, spending money on all those kids. Them not my kids.
Them are your kids' siblings, though. Dumb.
So that's what you gonna go with. That's the one you gonna.
Those are your fucking kids' siblings.
They're my. So that means
yeah.
I take care of them.
So don't. No, I didn't say you have to take care of them. You can bring them something to eat if you bring one something to eat.
I bring them food every other day. What do you mean?
Exactly, but you don't never bring food for the other ones. Lisa, you know I get my food stamps on the 11th.
Your babies.
Okay, but I'm saying we share the same kid as well.
Absolutely. So if you want to, if you feel the way about eating, take him in the room and let him.
I'm not taking my kid in the room.
Him down to the car. He ain't got to eat in front of his brothers and sisters. He can come right out to the car and eat with me.
No. You know what? Fine. Give it here.
Thank you.
Give it here. Give it here. Give it here. Done. He ain't eating this.
Oh no!
You just do that
because you ain't bringing up for all the other kids. You stupid. Selfish as a like you're dumb as hell. You're dumb as hell. He not finna eat that shit. Dumb.
Take care of him anyway.
Dumb. He not finna do that. If you can't do it for all, don't do it for none of them. Bye, stupid.
So that was video 1. Since that video has been released, there has been a response. There has been a response by the young lady. And she's wanted to clarify.
Did we lose somebody?
We lost Mama Noise for a second, but she's coming back. Okay. But yeah, there's been a response. And so to be fair to the conversation, we're going to allow the young lady to respond. So here is the sister behind the viral baby daddy McDonald's video.
This is your effort to be fair.
Well, what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids McDonald's though? Like that bogus as hell. Like you're not finna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look, there he go, and I bet you he only got one thing in there. I bet you he don't even. I'm finna expose out of him so people can see how he really is. It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up? So what up? It's Lisa, the angry baby mama everybody's been going around talking about, mad about all her fucking kids not getting no McDonald's. Y'all got me fucked up. I just want to say y'all got me fucked up. Don't talk about how I look right now, but yeah, so basically, if this video makes its rounds, I'll let y'all know what's up.
So the whole world is basically bashing me right now because I'm the baby mama who was upset at her baby daddy because he only decided to give his child McDonald's and not the rest of my other 3 kids. I have 4 kids. You knew the situation when you dated me. Our child is the youngest child. So keep that in mind before y'all make me the villain. That means all my other kids knew him. He was buying the McDonald's when we were together. My kids have to go through a transition of our breakup as well. Like, yeah, me and you broke up, but my kids got to feel it too. So now my kids have to see only one of their siblings get McDonald's and not the rest of them. And they know it's coming from you because, of course, like me and you used to be together. They used to see you. You used to do it for them. But now you don't want to do that for them anymore. Like, to me, that's petty. That's petty. Like, it's not fair. Like, you're not finna give one child McDonald's and not all the other kids McDonald's. Like, I'm not going. And then on top of that, you mean to tell me you can dib and dab and want to do it sometimes, but yet you can't feed all my other kids McDonald's though? That's what you mean to tell me? Like, I'm not going for that. I'm going to stand on what I said, and I don't care what everybody else have to say about it. Y'all could judge me. Oh, well, I could be the villain, but I said what I said. Like, if you can't bring everybody McDonald's, then can't nobody have McDonald's then. Period.
So, interesting. Lot to talk about there. I will yield to the floor and y'all tell me what y'all think.
We'll let Mama Noise go.
You know, I remember just looking at this video, it gave me a flashback to when my mom was a single parent and was raising me and my sister and my brother. So when my brother's father would come, he would bring stuff for his son.
I'm sorry, real quick, Mama Noise, before you finish. I just want to address Tara. It has not been confirmed. I did hear that somebody said it was a hoax, but that's not confirmed. So as of right now, this is a real video until it is confirmed otherwise. Okay, go ahead, Mama Noise.
I understand, you know, like I said, from experience, the one you bring in for one child because you feel like it's the one child, and you like, I'm gonna make sure that child gets treated right. That's understandable. It does, the balance is off when one person gets something and then, you know, they sitting there eating good and the rest of them are not. However, that's, you know, that's the card she was dealt when she had, you know, cards with, had children with different people.
The card she was dealt. Interesting turn of phrase there.
I mean, she chose to have children from different
baby daddies,
different guys.
Okay.
And so you have one guy that's trying to be responsible. Maybe the other guy's responsible too, but it just seems like there's you kind of put a wedge in between the other children. When one comes up, they eating at the good place and everybody else is like, in other words, you know, so that's the guy that, you know, I wish I could have had him as my daddy, you know, if he's bringing, you know, every time he goes to visit, he's bringing, you know, a nice meal when the rest of us is eating. We remember what it was like when you asked your mom for McDonald's and she'd be like, you can eat McMama's and eat it right here at the house. It was really a luxury to be able to get McDonald's. So as a child, so it's I don't know. I kind of have mixed emotions.
Hilarious. All right. Cuz, Ron, what y'all think about this? How do the members of Slide In feel about this video?
I yield to the pastor because my answer is not going to be politically correct at all.
I tell you what, I believe that this is an excellent marketing scheme for McDonald's.
Listen, McDonald's won in all of this. I think one of the videos had 8.2 million views. Another had 1.2 million. Congratulations, McDonald's, you won.
And they would have sung the McDonald's Big Mac song, you really would have got some numbers.
I mean,
all they need to do at the end was go ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Basically saying that McDonald's is good food. I mean, and the kids eating it up because, I mean, you know, living large because they eat McDonald's. I mean, that's a different day. But anyway, listen, I, as the defender of the earth, must defend.
Okay, well, let me give you, hold on. Let me cue you up.
Refuse.
Hold on, man. Let me cue you up. Jesus.
Defenders of the earth.
It only takes a second. It only takes a second. Just be patient. Just be patient, Mississippi. Just be patient, Mississippi.
God damn, I got rhythm going on here.
You're right.
And you know you can't interrupt his rhythm.
You're right.
Defenders of the earth.
I do everything in cadence. I talk in cadence. I screw in cadence. Everything is cadence for me.
No, I don't need to know.
Defenders of the earth.
That's your cadence. He did 1, 2, 3.
Listen.
It's like an organist in the background.
I'm going to share some wisdom now. You can receive it or you can reject it.
Oh, here we go.
You probably will reject it because of your feelings. Let me share some wisdom with you. When kids are in a home together, you create unnecessary friction between siblings. Because one sibling is going to inevitably, my daddy brought me some food Friday. Where your daddy? I mean, that shit gonna happen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're creating unnecessary animosity amongst the kids.
Mm.
Here's a true story.
Wait a minute, before you start, is this story true or not?
You know what, goddammit?
No, I'm just asking, is it true or not?
Interrupt me one more time. I got a true story.
Okay.
Defenders of the earth.
There was this guy, and this is a real guy, that had 3 kids of his own. And he lived in a home with those 3 kids. But he lived in a home with another woman that was not his wife, that was not his girlfriend. She was the sister of the mother of his kids. She was the sister of the mother of his kids. She was the aunt to his kids. But that aunt had 4 kids of her own. And that man that lived in that home despised that woman because she was a Tegare.
A what?
She was a Tegare.
What the hell is a Tegare?
Listen, you keep telling everybody you Jamaican. That's a Jamaican word for devil, evil.
Well, I've never used it.
I'll
only have to assume that you made it up at this point.
A hellraiser. And she was on that man's ass all the time. I mean, she was just one of those. You know what I'm saying? That man, every time he would leave home and come back home, he would come back home with ice cream for his kids and ice cream for her kids.
Mm.
He would come back home with jerk chicken for his kids, jerk chicken for her kids.
Mm.
He never once made her kids feel like they were not his own.
That's sweet. That's sweet.
In fact, he raised those kids and they actually called him daddy.
Mm.
And for many of them, he was the only daddy they knew.
Wow.
He has since died and gone on to glory. But all of those kids that he treated like his own were at his funeral to speak well of the man. Obituary, speak well of. They spoke well of the man.
Question for you. You said he came home every night and bought for his kids and her kids. He came home every night, right?
Right.
Every time he came home.
Right.
Okay.
He never made them feel like they were not his own. It's real easy as men to say, you know what? Like that listener just put up on the screen there, buck them kids. It's real easy to have that mentality.
Yeah.
But it takes a true man to say, you know what? It's not the kid's fault.
Mm.
And I refuse to make any kid feel less than my own kid. If I'm going to do for my own in front of them, then I'm going to do for them. Now, most parents have that same mentality with their own kids. They're not going to bring something home just for one, unless that one is the only one that needs a pair of shoes. But they're not just going to do for one. They're going to do for everybody. Now, even though you are not the parent of those kids, you have to get rid of those feelings that you have, the fact that you're not the parent of those kids, and understand that you did sleep with that woman. You was in a relationship with that woman, and you knew she had kids.
Mm-hmm.
But now that you've done what you did and you've moved on, you're only going to feed yours and ignore the rest of them. That's why it's so difficult for some women to allow men into their homes and their lives, because kids get attached.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be very careful. Move self out the way. You ain't coming by but once a week, probably on a Friday when you get paid, dropping off a McDonald's sandwich. Get a country roll sandwich.
She said every day. She said every day he does it.
Yeah, right.
That's what she said. We going by what she said.
You believe that if you want to. Ain't nobody buying food every day.
Well, I'm just going by what she said.
But I'm just saying.
All right.
You can do for the other one. Or if you can't afford to, then you don't do for either one of them, and you give her money so that she can figure out how to feed them.
Mm.
Now I know. Y'all have a totally different take on it. But listen, when we get the mentality that it's about our next generation and not about us, then we'll be much better off. I'm done.
Oh, Pastor, let me just give you a round of applause. That was eloquent. That was well stated. It was supported and rooted in a very emotional and moving story. And quite honestly, you were full of shit. I gotta tell you. Because here's the problem I'm having with your story. This is all I'm gonna say about you, because you use eloquence and ideology, and I appreciate that. I'm going to use facts, and I'm only going to use the facts that she, the woman, stated herself. Number one, she said you knew what this was when we dated, and you did for the kids when we dated.
she didn't have a problem with him bringing the food when they dated. She had a problem when he would bring the food after they dated. That's the problem. The problem is not the kids. She don't give a damn about them 3 kids. What she cares about is that he's not. Let me finish. Hold on, Pastor. We listen to you, Defender. We listen to you, Defender.
Everything I just said was factual.
Defender. We listen to you, Defender.
She don't care about her kids.
We listen to you, Defender. Now be quiet.
Don't use false arguments.
I'm not using false arguments because where was the complaint? Where was the complaint? Where was the complaint? Didn't come until after they broke up.
Throw your ass out of court because you don't know what.
Where the complaint didn't come till after they broke up. Now all of a sudden, because he ain't doing for her and the kids, he's just doing for his kid. Now he's a bad father, but he wasn't a bad father when he was doing everybody.
And that's all she wants him to do is if you're gonna feed one, feed the rest of them.
But it wasn't just the feeding. But it wasn't just the feeding of the kids. It was what he was doing for her and the kids.
That wasn't a part of the story. You are
crazy to think that it's not. You're crazy to think
you don't know that that's a part of the story.
You're crazy to think that it's not. You know how I know it was a part of the story? Because out of her own mouth, she said, "You knew what you were getting into when we dated." That's a quote. So she's saying to him.
Was that in the video? I don't remember hearing that in the video.
She said, "You knew what you were getting into when we were dating." She even kept calling them, "These are the kids." She didn't say, "These are my kids." She kept saying, "These are the kids." The implication was that you've been doing for our kids all along. Why are you not doing for our kids now?
Those were the siblings of your kid. That's
the siblings of your kid, of your kids.
Right.
Your, as in plural, as in ours. That's what she's saying. But the truth of the matter is, they're not our kids.
You know, I don't mind debating, but I just don't like it when ninjas make up facts.
I don't have to make up facts. I'm giving you the facts. You don't want over here building an old country narrative. You know, he was a good father and he did. That nigga was taking care of his kid. Now, you can't come on here, defender of the earth, and say a black man needs to take care of his kid, and he's doing that, and now you got an issue with it. He's taking care of his kid. He is not obligated. Now, is he wrong? Hold on, let me finish, man. Is he wrong for dating the woman, setting an expectation for the kids the way that he did, and then breaking that? Probably shouldn't have done that. But is he obligated to take care of those other kids? No, it's a choice. No, he does not have to do that.
He's not obligated.
And that's the only point I'm making. He's not obligated.
Well, that's not the only point. If you're obligated to self, not to her and the kids, but as a man, you have an obligation that if you're going to do for one. I remember when I was a kid, I hung out with my cousins a lot, and uncles would come by and drop off a little piece of change. They never dropped off a piece of change for just one of us. Everybody that was in the little group there was going to get a little piece of change. You don't want to make somebody feel left out. That fucks with the kid's head.
But the problem there is not the kids. That's the part you need to wrap your mind around. This would not be an issue if he was still dicking her down.
She said that he comes by there for some pussy.
Right. So really, it ain't an issue. So really, the issue is how he's treating her and the kids. It ain't the kids. It's how she's treating her and the kids.
No, let's pretend that she has found somebody else.
She hasn't.
Let's pretend, Mr. Noiz. You don't know that.
You don't know that. You just said let's pretend.
But I'm not arguing what you're arguing. You're arguing bullshit.
I'm arguing the facts of what was said. You're the one trying to create this
flowery narrative of, oh, she's a victim and the kids are victim. No, she is trying to use the kids to keep him connected to her. Let's talk about what we're talking about. Come on, man. All of us know the game. She's playing on the man's sympathy and kindness so that he will continue to connect this family thing that she's created for all of them. Stop it.
So where the whole video went wrong, or where the whole video went left, he was being a man when he was with her. He was being a man in the house. He took care of her. He took care of those kids. He took care of his kids. She said in her own words, when he was there, he was being a good man. Those were her exact words.
He only stopped being a good man when he stopped doing for all the kids, for all of us.
When she decided that she wanted to expose him for not being a good man, is only after the fact that they're no longer dating. Now, is he wrong? Could he have not brought food for all those kids? He could have.
He could have.
He set an expectation that he was previously doing that. He was bringing kids for food for all the kids. He could have still did something like that. He could have called and said, "Hey, has everybody ate? I'm gonna bring everybody something." He could have did that, but no, he is not obligated.
Mama Noise, you
give food to all them kids.
Mama Noise, you blessed and highly favored, so I know you came late, but I want you to do your best. If you had those two kids you have by two different men, one of the men was being a man, he was being a great guy, and he brought food by every Friday for one kid. How long would you continue to give that one kid food, and that other kid is sitting there without the food?
I probably have to tell him, don't
do it.
Don't do it. I mean, if you're not going to do it where I'm not speaking hyperbole. I'm speaking from experience. One daddy, my daddy brought this, and your dad, that's some nonsense.
Can I share something with y'all?
And let's help this out. Single family, raised in a single family, have a sister, two different daddies. One daddy, we don't know who the fuck he is. So, will you stop that? Stop it. So technically, been there, done that. Went through that same bullshit. So guess what?
Can I tell y'all something?
I wasn't obligated to do shit and didn't.
Hold on, Ryan. I'm gonna back you up on this. Can I tell y'all something? Y'all crazy to think them kids ain't scarred already. You don't think them kids had already had a conversation of this dude? You don't think the son has already told the other three kids, y'all daddy ain't shit because my daddy feeds all of us? He been telling them that since the mom and them been dating.
Man, I remember those conversations.
Telling them all the daddies ain't shit since.
Matter of fact, the mama probably told him y'all daddies ain't shit because his junior daddy take care of all of us.
That's right.
Stop playing. Let's stop acting like we don't know that there's a lot of trauma and brokenness in the black community.
I'm telling you, I can still hear in my ears the conversations I used to have with my siblings where, man, I wish we could all go move in with my daddy because he got his own house. And him and his family, they be going on vacations and stuff.
My daddy got a car.
My daddy got all of it. He do? Well, why we ain't with him? Well, we just have a conversation. Or man, I wish
us all to the park.
My
Where
daddy,
y'all daddy
can I have some of your daddy's child support? Because one thing I know is that check come on time every month.
My biggest thing, like I said, was he was being a man when he was with them. He was doing everything a man would do. He was taking care of her and those kids. We all can agree on that on this panel. Because
something happened.
She said, I'm gonna expose him for everybody calling him a good man. So we see where the exposure happened because they broke up. Now, should he have did something different other than bringing his kids something to eat every day? Yes. He know the situation in that household. He know if she's getting food down, he know that she's not having money or whatever. But at the same time, if she's gonna bitch him out, you better bitch out them other three daddies for them other three kids. So if you're not going to expose them other three niggas, don't expose that nigga.
How about this? How about don't even bring this nigga around and call him the father of everybody, or make it look like he's the father of everybody until you're absolutely sure that he's going to be the father of everybody.
Yeah, it's so much different things they can do. And again, we're not defending. I mean, I guess you could say we kind of defending. I mean, we can see both people point. Everybody's got an opinion.
I'm not defending him because I do agree with the one point that you did make that actually made some sense in the fact that he shouldn't have started something he couldn't keep going. I do agree with that. But I'm not going to vilify the man completely when I know that she had a massive part to play in this.
Listen,
and I can't be mad at him taking care of his kid. Now, does he need to take care of the village? He has a little part of taking care of that village because he has a kid that's part of that village. But it can't all be on Willie Earl, as we like to call him. All of it can't fall on Willie Earl's shoulder. Where's Junebug? Where's Little Mike? Where's the rest of them at?
Well, Willie Earl shouldn't have stuck his dick up in there.
Then what about Little Mike who stuck his dick in
there?
He
didn't force it in. We're going to have to start accepting more responsibility for what we do.
Which is fine, but what about the other?
Right, we being everyone involved, cuz everyone involved, not just that dude.
Listen, I understand what you're saying, Mr. Noiz.
Yeah, but you don't like to hold the same women that you're defending accountable. That's the challenge I have with you. You never like to hold them accountable.
I asked your wife the same question, Negro. I said, if a man was bringing by food for one kid, how long would you allow that to happen?
And because you asked the question, you answered it the way that you wanted to, you think you're right now.
And your wife said, I wouldn't allow it.
Yeah.
Most women will not allow it.
Then why would you go child support court? You get child support for one child, but you don't get for the other three. You sure in hell ain't telling them not sending that child support for the other ones?
Listen,
you sure ain't stopping that child support from coming in for the one kid that's getting it. So come on, you can't have it. You can't have it one way and not the other, man.
We're talking about kids sitting around the table, and only one of them got McDonald's and the other ones don't.
And the kids are sitting around the table getting the child support check and mama's buying stuff with.
They were sitting around the table earlier when he was dicking her down, and they all had McDonald's. It was good then. All of us. The reason why it broke down was because Mama and him broke down. Now all of a sudden, don't bring that McDonald's around no more. And you got to keep bringing the McDonald's around for everybody, even though I'm not going to give you no more.
And Mama Noiz, and we both got the same story. As kids, you hear, "Oh, my daddy paid child support and yours doesn't." It's no different. I get McDonald's and you don't get McDonald's.
They are in earshot of adult conversation, or they wouldn't even, if they weren't, they wouldn't even know that information.
What's frustrating to me about this conversation is we're trying to validate the immaturity of two people. And what we're really talking about is two immature ass people that should have never gotten this started in the first place. That's my problem with the whole thing. He's immature and petty for doing it the way that he's doing it, and she's immature and petty for not sitting down and just having a real conversation with him.
So
I'm not saying you're.
Is she not right for cutting him off with bringing food? She's not right for that. She should allow him to bring the food.
Well, here's what I would say. Here's what I would say.
As you cut him off, you know how guys are. He's done. Now you got 4 kids.
I'm gonna answer your question straight out. I think the way you do it is different than the way it's being done. I like the suggestion that he said in the video. Okay, if you don't want me to parade it in front of the kids, then let me take my son and we go do it a different way. That's
no problem with that.
Right.
That's
so
right.
now I'm not throwing it in their face. But you just blew up the whole thing because you want and here's the reality, whether you want to say I'm reaching or whatever, she wants the whole kit and caboodle. She wants the food, the money, she wants it all back.
You just using that to support an argument that you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what she's doing.
You're probably right. I'm probably wrong. And she don't really want his money. She don't want his money. She don't want him bring. She literally said, if you're going to bring food, bring it for every kid. So what the hell are you talking about?
Okay. Well,
how am I way off?
I think that what you said before, Mr. Noiz, is that if he wants to feed the child while he's having it, take him out to McDonald's, spend time with him instead of sticking him with the bag and sending him back to the house so that he can parade in front of his siblings how, and maybe, and low key, and maybe his whole motive is that I'm finna send him back with this food so all his siblings can know that I'm the man. Okay.
And it might be, but here's the other side that we also need to face the reality of. Hold on. Here's the other side that we. Here's the other side. I'll let you finish, nigga. Just be quiet. Here's the other side that we have to face as well. Whether he drops the food off or whether he picks the kid up and leaves and takes him and brings him back, that little nigga still gonna walk in the house and say, "Guess what I'll be in." So there's nothing you can do to stop that.
But if his visitation is taking him out to McDonald's and letting him run around McDonald land or whatever and eat some lunch, and then his father brings him back, then that's what his visitation is. His visitation,
I dare say,
every day is at McDonald's to go through the playland.
But I dare say, if he were taking that kid to McDonald's every day like that and dropping him off, doing his hour lunch break and then dropping him back off, you know what the next video would look like? You can't take him to McDonald's and not take the rest of the kids. You got to take all the kids to McDonald's.
You can't control what he does with his visitation.
But that's the point that we're making. You cannot control. He's not obligated to all those kids.
But I think we all agree that he's not obligated.
But what I'm saying to you is this.
We're just saying it ain't right that you know.
Listen, but it was not right from the beginning. He should have never started in that relationship with that woman with those kids if he wasn't going to go the distance.
The more I think
that's
about
the real problem with black men in our communities dating women with children. You don't do that if you're not trying to go all the way. Don't even get it started if you're not going to go all the way.
Well, at a certain age, you ain't gonna date nobody if you expect for her not to have any kids.
But I agree with that.
To your own hand.
But I agree with that. But what I'm saying is, once the relationship progresses to connecting the kids into the relationship, you need to do that in such a way where you're going all the way. So that means you can't even be fast to connect it. If you got to go get your sister to babysit, yeah.
A lot of women struggle with that, man. That's really hard for a lot of women. When do I introduce him to my kids? Because I'm believing I really like him, and I would like to go to the next level, but I don't want to introduce because they've been hurt so many times before. It happens. It happens. So
and you know
even after you introduce them, then this shit still happens.
Well,
go ahead, Mama Knows. Go ahead.
Well, I'm only speaking from experience because I'm married to my children's father and he fathers our children. But I do remember as a child, in that situation that this guy show up and I'm like, so should we call him daddy? You told us that we're adult. In our culture, we don't care. We don't call people by their first names. So you don't want me to call Larry Larry? Is he Larry? Is he Uncle Larry? Is he Daddy Larry? What is he? And do you want somebody to start calling you Daddy when you saying, man, I'm just hanging with her for a little bit? But
see, Mama knows it. But what goes back to is we do a horrible job at explaining to our dang on kids what is really going on. We're too busy want to hide what's going on than to tell them that you don't call a man that you just met daddy. You call him Mr. Such and Such. You call him something else. You don't call him that man daddy. He's not been around long. But we too busy want to hide this crap. We don't want to let these kids know what's really going on because we feel ashamed.
But
because
do you know why we do it?
I'm gonna go not to do that crap.
But you know why people do it? Because they're trying to create a connection and an emotional bond that's hard to tear away once that man is connected to that child. Now, if the man plays the game, because the man could say, "Hey, man, we're not doing that right now. I'm the guy dating you, and I'm willing to help you, do stuff for your kids, and let's see where this relationship goes." But listen, Mama Noise, you said what you said a minute ago, and my response very simply to you, and it's gonna sound cold-blooded, but it's the reality. That's just how it is. If you play this game of life and you have created a multiple father situation, man, that's the cards you laid on the table.
So
so
nobody here.
But you playing a dangerous.
It's a very dangerous game.
But okay, so you've never dated a girl that had kids.
I didn't say that. I have.
No, I'm
okay.
Putting it out there. You dated a girl that had kids.
Right.
Did you just say, well, you step into the side saying, we waiting on your kids, daddy, to do for the kids, or did you do for the woman and the kids?
I did for both. I did for both for the entirety of the relationship. For the entirety of the relationship.
Well, did you do that because you thought the relationship was going to?
Absolutely. I thought it was going somewhere.
Okay.
Now keep asking me the questions because we got to get there. When we ended, did I keep doing for the kid? For a little while. For a little while, I did.
Mm-hmm.
And then after a while, the reality of who that kid was, because he wasn't my kid. So I had to make a choice. Am I going to go into another relationship and still try to be daddy or whatever, a father figure to this kid over here, or am I going to move on? And eventually I had to move on. And it bothered me. But you have to do what you have to do. And by the way, you can argue whether or not I handled it correctly. I don't know. But that's the reality. That's the game we play when we choose to play it this way. And it's unfortunate because it is damaging. Jay, one thing you are correct in, I'll give you this one. It is a damaging game that we play. You need it all because you be wrong, nigga. You be wrong. Go ahead, Mama Noise.
Well, I was gonna say to answer Tara's statement that it goes for women too when you date men with kids.
Yes,
because there are a couple of ladies I know that dated guys who had kids, daughters, preferably. I mean, specifically that that they gravitated to the woman, whoever their father's dating, and trying to do everything for them because now you got like motherly instincts that's done kicked in where you trying to take care of this child or whatever, and then all of a sudden you and the guy ain't together no more, and then you're like, okay, so I'm supposed to just stop being concerned about this child, I'm supposed to stop caring, and it all supposed to get shut down. It just
now in my situation, the kid was really, 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 really young. So I felt like if ever there was going to be a time to break it, it was at that moment because he was super young. So I said, if he had been older, I'm going to be honest with you. If he had been older, like maybe 3 or 4 or 5 or something like that, I probably would have stayed in his life. Because that's a harder bond to break.
I got several friends who played, I hate to say play stepdaddy, but they got with a chick who had kids.
Right, like
very, very young kids, and they still in the kid's life to this day. And him and the mother are not even together anymore. Ain't been with the mother in years, but he's still in that kid's life like it's his own child. Does for the kid just like he does for his own kids.
Once that kid can recognize you as daddy, and you leave, that is a problem. That is a problem.
When I was single, I made it.
Isn't that what she was saying?
Who, the girl?
The kids know him. Isn't that what she was saying?
But the kids, again, yes, she said the kids know him. Yes, she did
say
say
that.
The kids
She did
know
say
him.
that.
She did say that. But I'm also thinking, I don't think all her kids are young. I'm gonna say I don't know for sure.
And we don't know if he called him daddy. Now that's the problem.
Or we don't know if she was telling, because again, it goes back to that narrative. Are we telling these kids to call people daddy to put them in situations?
This is your daddy. That's different.
Here's what I hate. I hate when the dysfunction of adults affects kids.
That's facts right there.
So I believe we as men and as ladies, we're so busy looking out for ourselves. It was self that got us up in that relationship and self that got us up out of that relationship. And now we are affecting the kids in a negative way. I have a problem with that. So I would rather a man sacrifice whatever he got to sacrifice and be a man to not a daddy, but be a man to all of those kids. We have to learn to I don't know. It's like we feel as men as if we're being screwed over. Like she's trying to fuck us.
But because there's a part of that statement.
I don't like that way of thinking.
I hear you.
I'm not gonna take care of you and your kids. She's not asking to be taken care of. She's saying if you feed one,
I don't buy that.
You guys can eat all you want.
I don't buy that.
There was definitely a part of your statement that made 100% true. It's a difference between you being a man and a difference between you being a daddy. Can you be a man to those kids and show those kids what a man is supposed to be? 100% you should. Because that's part of what we should be doing as men, is teaching the next generation what a man is. But
can you do that? Can you do that to those kids without them thinking that you are the daddy? That's the challenge, because they're going to interpret it the way they want to interpret it. If she don't interrupt that and say, no, that's not your daddy, that's just a really nice man who's doing really nice things for you. If she don't say those words, which she probably ain't, because she's, but then it's going to be, that's a daddy.
Very slippery slope.
The other part that I really hate, since I just said what I hate earlier about how the dysfunctions of adults affect the kids. I hate the fact that we as Black men are so willing to pass negative judgment on our women in such public ways. Now, I'm not saying he did that. I'm just saying that video is going around, and you got people that are putting her down.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Like there is no tomorrow. We're so willing to pass judgment on one another. And the reality is, all of our shit stinks. That but for the grace of God goes I. All these women that are walking around here married to a man that loves them, that's good to them, they could have been fucked over.
Yeah.
It could have happened.
I agree with what you're saying. I agree with both of y'all. She's getting talked about. She's getting talked about by a lot of women. But you know what you could have did to not get talked about?
Turn your camera off.
Turn your camera off.
Well,
Yeah, to film none of that.
That was wrong.
That was stupid.
So yeah, we're doing it wrong because we're putting, we're talking bad, or people talking bad about her. But you know what? You shouldn't have put shit out.
And by the way, she's gonna get a check from TikTok.
Yeah, she's got she
produced 9.5 million views in a matter of days. So they're gonna write her a check so she can go buy her own McDonald's.
Yeah.
But you know why it's such a popular video? Because it's a reality in the Black community. Way more than we talk about it.
Oh, it's every day.
It's every day, everywhere.
But the thing is, she's getting a lot of people who are talking to her are other women. If you go read a lot of those comments, and a lot of those women are giving her some really good advice. And we always talk about, it's always about accountability. She needs the accountability. He needs the accountability.
I agree. Both.
And she's not gonna get it any other way. And she literally walked herself into accountability.
And why are you trying to tear the man's character down? What gain is there to try to discredit him as a father? That's not a win.
So why do you think she's trying to do it, Mr. Noiz? Why do you think?
Well, obviously, it's obvious that whatever has taken place in their relationship, she is deeply hurt by it, whatever that is.
Okay.
Now, if it's the disconnect that he has from her, or maybe he did something to her, or maybe she did, however it ended, there's unresolved whatever there. Okay. So this is her moment in her mind to get him back. Because to be honest with you, whether the man buys his child McDonald's is not a viral worthy situation. Like it doesn't feel like a reason to blast his character.
So something much deeper.
Yeah, for something much deeper. But she did it and she chose it, and now you listen, you really embarrassed your own self because you put yourself out there to tell people that about your stamp situation. You put your business out there to tell people about your whole financial situation. And you put yourself out there about how your promiscuity choices. Nobody had to know that.
Remember, we've had discussions before. When you don't feel worthy, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That I put myself out there like that. I have nothing to lose.
But
I don't feel good about myself.
But see, that mentality of hers right there, that she has nothing to lose, is selfish. Because she's got a shitload to lose.
Yeah.
But she's never been taught that she has anything. She never been taught her value.
Right.
But again,
at some point, how old she was? She looked pretty damn young.
Well, I mean, that's black women don't never age, so.
Well, okay.
I mean,
okay, but she looked pretty damn young.
Yeah,
she got 4 kids.
But she has a lot more to lose than what she really thinks. Because you could lose that man. You could lose that daddy to your child. You could lose that man.
The one daddy that's trying to do right.
The one that's trying. So you rather sacrifice the one for something as petty as that.
Can I say something? This is somewhat self-promotion, but it's the reality. This is why we created Cliff the Cloud. She is why we created it. Because I would love for us to sit with her and work with her and say, you handled that all wrong. Maybe she'd listen, maybe she wouldn't. But I'd at least love to have the conversation and say, young lady, you are focusing on the wrong thing. Now, if there is a place of resolution for your relationship, that's a whole separate issue. But let's not focus on that. Let's focus on these 4 kids and how you personally can do better for them. That's the part of the conversation we should be having.
When little girls are growing up, how do they get their value?
They get it from their parents.
They get it from their family.
Or the lack thereof.
I would even go deeper and say, in as healthy a family as you can get, it typically comes from the father.
Okay.
That's my opinion. That's just my opinion. Yeah.
I still say it's the value comes a lot from the family, and it's the males in the family that validates it. But a lot of your value comes from what your family teaches you, what your value is.
Okay.
It's not the shit that you see on these cameras. It's not the crap that you hear on this music video. It's none of that. It's what people are reinforcing what your value is, what you are worth. Okay. That's where they get that value from.
Right.
But these kids don't. A lot of those kids don't want to hear that.
And if I didn't have value, and I jumped out there and started having kids earlier because I was looking for value. Mm-hmm. I was looking for love.
Right.
And obviously I was looking in all the wrong places because I kept having kids by different men.
Yeah.
That feeds into so my point of saying what I'm saying now is it's so easy to judge. It's so easy for us to say, you know what, we need to sit down and talk to her. That's needed.
They both need a conversation.
But will it be received?
I don't know. That's a hard question.
The brokenness is too deep. The pain is too deep.
But it's not. It's not. We can't say that because people preach all the time. Go to therapy. So if you go to therapy to heal yourself, then the brokenness is not too deep for it to be fixed. You have to want to fix it.
Well, some people go to therapy for a lifetime and they still stuck on stupid.
Mm. Yeah, but
again, you gotta want to fix it.
Yeah.
If you don't want to fix it, you're not going to fix your stupidity. You can learn not to be stupid.
And can I throw in another piece that kind of throws a whole weirdness in this whole thing? The viral video is probably going to be more detrimental to her than it is
helpful. And here's the reason why. Like I said earlier, she's going to get a check from Instagram and TikTok because it's had over 10 million views. So
I don't want to do more.
So right. So now maybe I can create other viral moments. Maybe this is what I need to get into. And that may work. I don't know. But it won't fix any of the brokenness.
No.
But you know what I wonder?
What's that, baby?
It seems like the reason why so many people have watched it and why it's so viral is it sounds like that is a concern. That is an actual problem that blended families are having.
Oh, yeah.
And it apparently is something that's seriously happening because that's the only reason why somebody would watch, because they're saying, yeah, I don't know why he don't be doing that. He don't, girl. And she acts like she's making an actual valid point.
Right. Right. It's very common. It's very, 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 very common.
Well, it's always been common. It's not new.
No, it's not. But like I said, that's the reason why I kept having flashbacks, and I can remember. I mean,
So
I may be,
So the only thing that's new is that she used a viral video.
That's it.
Viral, yeah.
But other than that, this is a very normal conversation between grown folks that have multiple kids by multiple people.
And you hit it right on the head. Grown folks.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
But you know what? The sad part about the whole thing is there are no winners. She didn't win. He didn't win.
The kids didn't win.
Well, the kids are going to take
Let me ask this question. This is a weird question to ask at this point in the conversation, but I'm going to ask it. What could he have done differently in that moment?
In that moment, nothing really.
Could he have apologized and said, I'm so sorry. I'm trying. She was already there. There was no way to walk her back. He couldn't have killed her with kindness.
Which leads you to believe that it's been going on for a while and she was fed up with it. So her blood, if you will, was already boiling.
If he could have went, probably got more food, brought it back, but she still would have been an ass about it.
Yeah, I believe so.
Just because she wanted to make this video to make him look bad.
Oh,
We're back to black men and black women would rather fight and not be with each other than to come together and work together.
Wow.
We're real good at tearing down each other.
Because she could have simply called him before he got there, because she got a cell phone. You could have called him. Hey, if you're going to bring food today, could you please bring some for everybody? Simple phone call. Think about this. A simple phone call changes that entire situation.
She clearly had a cell phone.
Clearly had a cell phone.
Right. She clearly had a cell phone, so she could have actually called him. So wow. That's a tough situation. Both personally and societally. That's a tough one, man, because we lose. We all lose in that situation.
What if she had been telling him that, maybe she told him the last time or the time before that, and then this was the last moment, like Jay said, that she was like, watch it, when she said, watch him come in here this time. Like, no matter how many times I told him, he gonna come in here once again with the child and one meal.
But why didn't she saw him coming?
She knew he was coming.
She knew he was coming.
Mm-hmm.
She could also just simply say it. You know what? Little Mike, go out there to your daddy, go out there to the car. Y'all stay out there. She knows he's coming every day. Call Uncle Earl, call Lil Willie, call all three other daddies. Y'all bring some food over here for the kids because they need to eat.
Let me ask this question because she made this statement. What does exposing him as a bad father do for her? Because that's what she said. That's what she said the goal was. I want to expose you as a bad father because you think that you're a good father.
When you are operating from a victim mentality, it's not rational what you do. You're not looking for a rational answer. You're just looking to feel better about your situation. So exposing him making him. There's a song I just heard the other day, R&B song about how bad I want to make you feel like I.
Oh yeah, I heard that. That's Scissor.
Yeah,
I hate you. Yeah,
it takes the pressure off of her.
I mean, and that's all you really want. You just want them to hurt as bad as you hurt because of that victim mentality that you have.
Can I throw out another co-sign what you just said by saying this? In addition to that, I can't afford McDonald's. Remember, she kept saying my stamps don't come until this date.
Right.
So this extra thing to do for the kids, you know I can't do that. You're making me look bad. You're making me look like I'm not a good parent.
Right.
That's a tough situation, man.
Well,
that's a tough situation. It sounds like we need some classes for blended families and co-parenting as well.
I was going to say something about that, but I'm wait till after the show to give my statement about that.
It's not as common as it should be. If we're going to have counseling, marriage counseling, it needs to be blended family counseling.
Yeah.
To teach people, if you're going to keep having these kids and not be a married situation, you need to have the proper counseling to know how to deal with each other so that the kids don't end up paying the cost.
Yeah.
With Mr. Ron, Mr. Noise, when you married your wives, I know there are sayings out there that you didn't marry her family. But when you married your wife, did you marry the family?
Yeah, you married the family.
What I have discovered, and you guys can agree or disagree, it's fine. You have married the history of the family, whatever that is.
Okay.
You've married that, okay. and whatever that has made her into being, or whatever that is happening in that in real time, that is now a part of your life, and you have to reconcile that.
So you married that history.
You married the history, everything she's been through, every hurt she's had, every disappointment, and the current that possible disappointment that may still be happening. You married that.
And that's why I'll say you marry the family.
Yeah.
Because she is the family. She's part of the family.
She's part of that family. She's part of that experience. She's part of that story. She's part of that pain, the triumphs and the tragedies.
Right.
So should we as single men,
come on, preacher,
that are sleeping around,
come on, preacher,
from woman to woman, we got a baby on every other corner. It might be an exaggeration, but we damn sure got them on the other side of town. Should we have more of a mentality that once you get involved with that woman, that you have really gotten involved with the entire situation, her history?
Well, you know that going into it that you're involved with everything that is her. All her pain, all her tragedy, all her everything.
But I don't know if we accept that, Ron, because
I didn't say we accepted it. I said going into it that you're getting everything you get from that woman when you get in there. Other than a one night stand.
At what point, Ron? I want to clarify that.
Other than a one night stand, when you're with that woman for enough time,
okay,
you're taking on everything that's about that woman. Now, a one night stand booty call, hell no, you in and out.
Right.
It doesn't matter. But once you start spending time, and most guys, we know within 3 weeks, everything that we want to know about that woman within 3 weeks. Most guys.
And I want to address Damien real quick because he said we don't hold women accountable enough. I'm going to push back on that a little bit, Damien, because I think we do. I think there are times when I think we're holding them too accountable. If I'm being honest, we're holding them too accountable because we're asking them to own the actions of men.
Come on, preacher.
Well, I'm just being honest. We're asking them to own and hold the actions of men who have no intentions of going the distance. Because men will get whatever we can get from that woman until she says, so where is this going? Then a lot of times as men, we want to run away.
We all out to get. And then we turn around and call them hoes.
Right. So so you can't be mad at her when you got her pregnant and say it's her fault for letting him in, when her expectations was probably more than just pregnancy. So I'm saying it works both ways.
It does work both ways, and
yeah,
we gotta hold both. And you hear me say it all the time. You gotta hold both accountable.
Everybody's accountable. It's not an either or thing, and I think that's the danger of where we get trapped at. It's not an either or thing. It shouldn't be everybody with their fingers pointing at each other like that Spider-Man meme that goes around. You pointing back at each other. No, we are all part of the problem.
And we always talk about that, and I think that's the biggest issue between black men and black women is we 90% of the issue is black men. Oh, no, 90% of the issue is black women.
Right.
Stop. Damn it, it's 50-50. It's 100% black men, 100% black women. The problem is us. You have to fix us.
See, my problem with too many
all the time.
My problem with too many black men is that we're willing now to blame black women. I don't have to blame you. I can stand and be the man that I'm supposed to be. I don't have to look for excuses as to why our situation is the way that it is.
Jay, can we address what Damien's saying though real quick? Because he says, how often you see women that are successful dating broke men versus successful men dating broke women? My answer is all the time. Because you gonna get with whoever's gonna give you what you want. Successful women will date a broke dude because the successful man wants other things, and he ain't checking for the successful black woman like that. So he's gonna date. Am I gonna get in trouble? Probably. He's gonna date outside of his race and go a different route sometime. So he may not be checking for the successful black woman because he don't want to be challenged.
But it's also proximity of where you are.
It's also proximity, right?
A lot of successful black women are not around a lot of successful black men.
We're always trying to fix a bear.
Yeah, they're always around
on both sides.
Successful black women are usually around middle class black men or broke black men. That's who most successful black women are around. That's who they're constantly around, who they constantly see.
You know how many corporate women are dating a plumber or a factory worker? Or a white man. Or a white man. Because you know why? Because for whatever reason, they somehow did not qualify for that black man who was as successful as she is. All of a sudden, she's not good enough for him, so she got to date, quote unquote, down.
Well, and a lot of them are not around.
And vice versa. Same thing with the men.
And then a lot of those men are not around. Black women successfully are moving up the ladder faster than what black men are.
That's also true.
Black women are not seeing those successful black men at the top level. They're seeing them at the middle level. They're seeing them at the bottom level.
Right. You may have to date down.
So you may have to date down.
Right. Whatever down means, financially down. We'll say it that way.
We know what down means.
Yeah. Well, I don't insult people. I'm just saying it's the reality.
Kanye said you ain't messing with no broke.
Yeah, listen. Some of you said right. Some of you sisters have already decided I ain't messing with no broke.
But sometimes when you let money be the guide, be the decision factor. I mean, you want somebody who is taking care of themselves and they're working hard and everything, but
we must be on a different planet.
Damien, I would love just real quick if you don't mind sharing.
No, he just stuck on stupid.
No, not necessarily. I would love to know his age because that may have a factor.
I can tell you his age. He's stuck on stupid.
Oh,
because it depends on where he's at in his life from a corporate standpoint. If he's in corporate, again, it's people date what they're around. People date what they see.
Yeah.
Black men have more opportunity to date outside of their race with more money because they're put in front of those opportunities a lot more than what black women are. Black women are not put in those opportunities as much as black men are. It doesn't happen. As much as we wanted to, that shit doesn't happen like that.
Ooh-wee.
So I mean,
you gentlemen are very heavy people.
Sorry, Mama Noise. You know we love our sisters and all, but yeah, y'all don't get the opportunity that y'all should. So
okay.
Well, 3 out of 3 black men on this show dated and married black women.
My marriage is still up for debate, though. Still,
and 3 out of 3 of us on this show married broken black women.
Everybody broken, so yeah.
Well, you can sound like Donald Trump if you want to.
I ain't met a perfect person yet.
Trump.
Good people on both sides.
No, like I said, everybody's broken. You point me one person that's perfect in this world. There's Jesus.
No.
Everybody's broken.
I mean women that needed some serious attention.
I don't know if you need this serious attention.
That's how the healing begins. It took. Let me say it this way. It took a man to hurt her and to get her into that position. It's going to take a man to help her, love her through it, and to get her out of the position. She has to do her work. You can't heal nobody. But you have to be there to love her through it. That's the only way it's going to ever happen. Counselor's not going to do it. The preacher ain't going to do it because we run to him every Sunday too. None of that's going to happen. Your girlfriends ain't going to do it. The friend that you sleeping with, that you believe can what they be, actually, it ain't going to do it. Somebody's going to have to love her.
And that's what I said. That's why I said everybody's broken, because every woman goes through that. Pick a woman that doesn't.
Can women help heal broken men too? Did your wives not help y'all in any way to heal? I was just asking.
Yeah,
I was just asking for a friend.
You can't be in a relationship and not help heal each other. You can't.
First of all, I wasn't broken.
Yeah, you remember Jay didn't come up that way.
So you was already in pieces.
He was whole. He came up whole.
Your shit was just gone already. That's why he said he wasn't broken. His engine had already stopped. So he was pretty much done at that point.
He was broke, not broken.
Anyway, are
you saying you had already done the work?
Can a woman help a man heal?
Are you saying you had already done the work? So to heal, so that's how you were able to help her heal? Is that what you're alluding to?
I don't believe a woman. Okay.
If your woman is not helping you heal, why y'all together?
I don't believe a woman could have helped me heal because I didn't have those issues. Honestly.
What issues?
My issue was with my dad. You guys know the story. And I had to reconcile that with him and him alone. Okay. And I did that.
But did she support you did she support you while you was doing that?
Hell no. Ain't nobody hold my goddamn hand.
I didn't say hold your hand, Negro.
What I look like?
I said, did she help support your ass, Negro? Not hold your damn hand.
You know, I believe in a supportive wife.
Yeah, leave that one alone, Damien. Don't touch that one, bro. Don't touch that one, bro.
What did he say?
He said, I can't bother
typing out his epistle.
Right now, I'm going to leave that one alone. I was going to say, Jay, you are an oak.
First of all, Damien is my wife's brother.
Mm-hmm.
He got the receipts there. He know how healed you were.
All the receipts.
Yeah.
And he knows how good I am, too.
Okay.
He knows.
Toot toot.
100%. Hey, listen. There's enough
bad. How to play spades, Lloyd. He think he can rule the world.
There's enough bad out there. We ought to be able to acknowledge the goddamn good.
Of course we can.
We acknowledge that you got there. We're just trying to see if you really had a journey. We just want you to acknowledge the journey. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
You're coming across like you've been there.
I do believe a woman can help a man.
Okay.
But I
That's
believe a man should be willing to do his work on his own, because he has to be a man regardless of where she is or where she's not. That's once again why I'm so hard on men, because we have to be men regardless of what emotional thing a woman's going through, or if she's not going through it. That's just how I stand. I'm a man, Mr. Noiz, because of the Creator. I'm not a man because of a woman.
Well, according to science, that is true.
Oh Lord, Tim coming in hot.
We barely can help
coming out
ourselves.
He coming in hot. He coming in hot.
You should expect that from Jim.
Yeah. He coming in hot.
I don't know what kind of women you interact with, Mr.
I'm not touching that one. I'm moving on. In my life, I'm moving
People can barely help themselves.
But
you should probably move on too, Mama. No, don't take the bait.
Don't take the bait on that.
Don't take the bait. Mom Noiz.
You know he ain't gonna back down.
Right. Don't take the bait. Don't take the bait. We almost at the end of this show. Don't take the bait.
Okay.
The thing is, I can't see how you can. Two people who are willing to work together are going to help each other no matter what.
Feels good. Feels right.
Absolutely.
So, can a woman help heal a man? Yes. Can a man help heal a woman? Yes. As long as they're willing to work together to do it.
I agree with that.
Sometimes the healing helps, and you don't even know she's doing something that she's actually helping your ass. Same way you could be doing something that she doesn't even know that's actually helping her.
I think it is more likely because of the way we have allowed our communities to erode that you're going to have to help a man to become a man, and vice versa.
But see, that's the problem that most women have. They feel like they don't want to be a broken man's mother.
It's not being his mother.
Allow me to finish.
Go ahead.
A lot of women feel that they are mothering men because they're not. They're mothering guys.
No, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
The guys are not being men in their lives.
But I think women have a misconception of what that is. You're not making him become a man. You're helping heal a problem that he may have. You're not going to teach him how to be a man.
Right.
You're never going to teach him how to be a man. But you know what? You can help heal a wound that he has that he's struggling with. You can help fix some of that stuff. You're never going to fix him to become a man. You can't mother him into being a man. They got to understand that concept. You can't do that.
Mama Noiz, can I brag on you for a second? Can I brag on you for a second? Is that all right? Mama Noiz didn't teach me how to be a man.
No.
But damn it, she cheered me on while I was figuring it out.
Exactly.
And maybe that's all I need. But maybe because guess what? You play better at home than you do away. You play better at home than you do away. It's nice to hear the crowd tell you, good shot, good play, keep going. You're doing good. I got your back. It's really nice to hear the crowd cheering for you. It's hard as hell when you play in them away games. And you're gonna have to play some away games. You go to work, she ain't there to cheer you on. You gotta just look up at the big screen when they flash the back to the home arena and they watching or they praying for you, but that's just how, but they ain't really cheering for you. You just gotta encourage yourself. But man, when you get home and she's got your back and she's cheering for you, that's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing.
Ain't nothing like that teammate.
Ain't nothing like that encouraging teammate.
But sometimes I think some of the problem can be that as women, we tend to, me cheering Lloyd on. Lloyd also was able to say, I got it. Because we used to, if you need help, we're helpmeets. So we're like, you need help. And then if you struggling in this area, okay, well, I can carry this area. I don't need you to carry this area.
Right.
I got it. And you end up getting with these individuals that you end up carrying both sides, and that was never something that was the plan.
And Mama Noah's, to your point, I think, guys, we're old enough. We have seen enough relationships of how many women that have done their part to try to support a man and be there for a man. Used to be a day in this country where women would have dinner on the table waiting on you, or at least on the stove, and would run your bath water and do for you and do for you and do for you. So much so that they rarely did for themselves. They did for you, they did for the kids, and very little for themselves. But in that, so many women have still gotten screwed over by that man, because he would still go out and have a baby on the other side of town. He would still have another woman on the other side. So women are, and I don't blame them. I mean, I get it, and that's probably why you guys think I fight for women so much.
You are the defender. I mean, you somehow, when we bring it all together, you find a way to separate it back out again.
Negative all you want to. I'm going to stand for women. Now, in standing for women, I actually stand for men, because I believe in lifting up men. I believe in being honest with men. Get your fucking feelings out of the way, man, and be a man. I'm sorry.
I'm glad he defends the women, because I think we all defend women in our own way.
We do. We just
we as a people don't do it enough, guys. You too may, but we as a people don't do it enough. We're over black women.
And we as a people, we actually don't defend ourselves at all. If you look at it, whether it's men or women.
Okay.
So,
good.
Until we start realizing that we need to work together, this shit's never gonna happen the right way.
But to Jay's point about the women, I keep thinking about, like my grandmother, man. My grandmother would do everything for my grandfather. She had the meal on the table. She had the house clean. All that stuff. Then what? You too nice? You too obedient of a wife? You still got it? No, I want the freak over there. That's what you want? You don't want the woman this trying to keep your house, taking care of your kids and stuff? Nah, I got to get out and give me some more. And so you go over here on this side to whatchamacallit's house because she give you that whatever. But then you married the woman that's beautiful, that wants to feed your kids, take care of your house and all that type of stuff. I don't understand it, because I hear people say, well, so-and-so's too nice. What is that? What does that mean? I don't want the too nice. I want the bad boy. I want the bad girl. I want the freak in the sheet and all that. Make up your mind. Maybe you can help the real nice person.
But again,
what you really want.
We're pointing out the immaturities of part of our society. I'm not gonna say it's a small number, because I mean we're talking it's a significant number, but we're talking about immaturity.
It's true.
So we talk about all the things women do for their men. But again, men are doing a ton of shit for their women.
That's really where my point was too. We can focus all of our attention on the worst parts of ourselves, which is what we're doing right now. That's how we got these damn reality shows. Let's show the worst elements of who we are. There needs to be a celebration though of the ninjas that are out here doing it right.
And ninjas, we
need a parade for these niggas that are doing it right.
The female ninja and the male ninja, because there's male ninjas that are out here every day busting their ass.
You know, you guys are full of shit.
No, we're not.
I normally don't say that, but since Mr. Noah's always tells me,
you say it all the time.
I say I might as well say it at least once.
There you go. You feel better?
You are a little late in the show to say full of shit.
That want to be lifted up and celebrated. We need to honor these men and celebrate these men. Men don't really want that.
It's not about what they want. You're missing the point.
We don't even want to be celebrated for Father's Day.
You are missing the point.
You're missing the point.
The point is not to celebrate them. The point is to highlight them so that the narrative changes. Because right now, ninjas like you are out here saying men ain't shit. Men ain't doing nothing. Men are bad.
So we want to pretend that the 30% is actually the 70%.
Who said it was 30? You're saying it's 30.
So
that's your number.
40% is actually the 60%.
You're saying it's 40. That's your number.
So we want to pretend that the 45% is actually the 55%.
No, you want to pretend like there's an actual number.
55% of men ain't doing good in this country.
You don't know that.
Oh, nigga, the statistics show it.
You don't know that.
Ourselves.
You don't know that it's 55%.
Mr. Noise, how many of our women are married? Percentage-wise.
But that don't necessarily mean it's because of bad black men.
How many men are gay? How many men are hoes? Come on now, look at the numbers.
Because the number on your marriage, women file for more divorce than men do.
Talking about 55.
Women file for more divorce than men do. So listen, you want to go by numbers? We can go by numbers.
He don't want to go by real numbers. He likes to go out these fake numbers.
Why are they filing for divorce?
Why are they filing for divorce, man?
You tell us. They're the ones filing for divorce. We can't say they all out there cheating. That's why they filing for divorce.
Irreconcilable
differences.
Well, it's like Damien said in the chat. You want somebody that got to look crazy. So it's not good enough that she's keeping your house clean, raising your kids and stuff. You want to look crazy. You want a little freakiness. You want this. You want that. You're some greedy individuals. Why don't you just say in the beginning what you want? Then you can decide whether that's the person you're supposed to be.
You don't know what we want.
So Mama knows women are not greedy in the beginning?
Yes.
Whoa. Just asking the question.
Greedy AF.
Just asking the question.
I was talking to this specific point.
I'm saying the same thing. We're all greedy, and we're all greedy. Men are just as greedy. Women are just as greedy.
Why we always trying to compare ourselves to women? Why
we not?
We not.
Nobody's comparing. We just.
Do y'all want to bleed?
Nobody's comparing, Ninja. We all just saying. None of us are infallible. None of us are without flaw.
Right, we're gonna help you, cuz as much as you want to defend the women for everything they need to do, god damn it, they just as flawed as we are.
Women do it too.
And god damn it, they need to put the work in just like we need to put the work in.
Okay.
This shit doesn't work unless both people put the work in. Marriage don't work unless both people put the work in. One nigga doing it and the other one's not, that marriage don't last.
That's true.
So as a black community, how the hell we gonna survive if we both don't work together?
That's true.
I just need to know how the hell that's gonna work. Because if you compare us to the rest of these goddamn other races, they seem to want to work together, but we can't.
Everybody comparing themselves to women.
Oh my God, you are.
Now you got men walking around.
Let me get a couple of stories off before we go. Shout out. I'm done with this foolishness. I'm done with your foolishness. Shout out to Ketanji. Shout out to Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson, who was officially sworn in today.
She made it in today.
Congratulations to her. They showed playing that well. They showed tried to plan it where she couldn't vote for that abortion, but that's a whole nother thing.
Oh, they did hold her out for that. So she didn't.
It wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered.
Would it have mattered?
Wasn't the vote 5-4?
Wasn't it 5-4?
But he would have been off and she would have been on. She would have voted the same as he voted. It wouldn't have mattered.
I thought it would have been tired if she would have voted.
Even Breyer would have.
Oh, that's right, because she was replacing a Democratic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Anyway, that was one of the things. Has anybody? Oh, pancreatitis following a colonoscopy. So that's what happened to Travis Barker.
That's what they said, but
y'all think it's something else, Mama Noise?
I don't know. Some of the fans was like, is
he all right now?
That sounds pretty painful.
I can't even imagine. I don't. But I don't know.
He had a pancreatitis following a colonoscopy.
I'm not sure if it was. They said something happened during the procedure to cause this, the irritation of the pancreas having a colonoscopy. I've heard of many people that's had colonoscopies, but I've never heard anybody who has a reaction to colonoscopy with pancreatitis.
I haven't either, but I'm not going.
It may be a side effect.
It could be. I don't know. I have no medical degree, so I don't.
Don't sound good. Whatever it is.
Sounded bad. Sounded really, really bad. So,
really bad.
A lot of wonderful things going on in the world. A lot of hard things going on in the world. Too many to name tonight. So we'll just
end on this note of
Hold on,
thanking the people.
Mr.
You gonna show
Noise.
that Sarah video tonight? Is that
Hold
what
on,
you just
Mr.
said?
Noise. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. No, you good. Go ahead.
Did you see what Damien said? I hate to go back. I just read it.
You don't be looking at shit.
How
I done
stupid,
put it on the screen and everything.
how stupid could one be?
Why you calling him stupid?
Because that's his brother-in-law.
My brother,
Oh, okay.
dumbass.
Damon, we're gonna pray for you, brother.
Too much of one thing gets boring. Too much of a good thing gets boring. So we need a little excitement, a little crazy.
Well, it goes in both directions.
Tell her put a wig on.
Damon's probably young though.
Yeah.
No, he ain't that damn young.
Oh.
You can always spice it up, Damon.
Now
Throw a
we go.
wig. Look, throw a wig on her. You know, throw a little makeup on her. You know, give a different name.
Oh my gosh.
My baby said we need to pray for Adam Richmond because he has COVID.
Oof.
You might remember Adam Richmond from being he was the face of not the Food Network, but the Travel Network, Man versus Food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He kind of was dominating that space for a long time.
Yeah, he stopped doing it because he had got sick.
Yeah, he had kind of.
Oh, did he? That's what slowed him down from the beginning?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You can't eat all that shit all the time. Mom knows that. That ain't good for your body.
I mean, one would ask after so long, but
I wanted to also give a shout out to Al B.
Yeah.
Who pulled up last night representing the Noise family. He pulled up on our brother Wella B, who did some stand-up last night at the Comedy Caravan Club in Louisville, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
And he pulled up on him. So we want to show him some love and thank him for that.
Is that Al B's friend?
That's
Wella's wife.
That's Wella's wife.
Well, hell, I don't know. I'm asking.
You know Wella?
Messy.
Negative.
You don't be paying attention to shit.
Don't be paying attention at all, bro.
I mean, what is the problem? Okay. Is there anything else? I'm not gonna show y'all this Beyonce picture because Mama knows to be pissed at me the rest of the night if I do that.
Oh, happy birthday to the grandbaby. She won today.
She's won!
Woo woo!
Did y'all have a party or is it this weekend?
They're gonna do the party this weekend. I'm still waiting. They supposed to be coming over. I'm still waiting on them. Actually, today's my sister's birthday too. She her old ass.
She not one.
She ain't one though. She's still old as hell though.
I'm not showing y'all this Beyonce picture no matter how much y'all ask.
We're not asking.
We ain't asking, so
well, I'm not showing.
I mean, you act like
and I'm not showing y'all this Lala Anthony picture either.
Now you can show the Lala Anthony picture.
No.
I'm not showing.
I don't mind.
Yeah,
You never mind.
You ain't gonna hear me get mad at you for showing Lala.
I'm not gonna show either one. Because I just feel like it's not.
I'm trying to figure out relevance. What is it? What is happening?
Is it inappropriate?
I don't know. I don't know what to show you.
Show us so we can tell you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I should. Even though it went viral, it's probably gonna get like.
We need to see it. We are a media network.
Well, she's trying to promote an album, Mama Noise.
Yeah, whatever you gotta do to preface it.
She's trying to promote an album.
Mm-hmm.
There she is.
Oh wow!
Hey, pretty girl.
The grand baby.
Hey, pretty girl.
She just woke up.
Oh,
what is happening?
We're doing too much too soon.
Tell me they're doing way too much right now.
Hello, young lady. How are you?
Hi, Shriji.
Tell me you won today.
You look adorable.
Ish Minnie.
So you just
You look adorable. Yes, you do.
Who's baby?
My son.
Ron Jr.
All right.
It's like it's too much going on.
Yeah,
way too much. Ain't it? Just too much.
Too many lights, too much noise.
She playing it right. She said, I am cute and I'm gonna work this cute on y'all.
For real.
All right, go
Work that cute on them, y'all.
Go to your granny because you know they looking for you. Say bye-bye.
Bye, sweetheart. We love you. Happy birthday.
Oh, mercy.
She's now the official Noise baby.
Oh,
1 years old. 1 years old. Ones.
Wow.
That damn year went by fast, man. Shit.
It really did.
That.
It really did, because it seemed like we just had this conversation.
I mean, it seemed like she was just
entered into the world.
Yeah.
Now,
like, oh, she's born. And we're waiting on her to be born. It was like,
that's because you niggas are up at 50. So I mean, you get up there.
No, that's not true at all. You know what? You say shit.
When you get up there, how old are you, Mr. Norris?
1 minute, Lloyd. No, 1 minute he's older than he's older than we are.
Right. All of a sudden, we all 50. I'm not 50 yet.
Once you get up to 50, the clock speeds up, man. It's like shit.
lies.
I ain't
trying to
50
speed
yet.
my clock.
I ain't 50 yet, bro.
I ain't 50 yet. So I got
Mama knows. It didn't sped up. You just
No, black man.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying.
No, you trying to speed your own clock up.
It's July, damn it. December's right around the corner.
No, black man, that's 6 months away. Don't even try that. Nope.
All right, just hold on.
Besides, just because you 50 don't mean you got to go, go to cemeteries trying to take a look at what you want.
Hey, what's wrong with you? Why do you always trying to go to the cemetery? It's a life together.
I'm gonna go and just check out the land and see what it is I'm gonna be looking forward to.
Say you're scared. Shit.
I ain't scared.
I ain't scared. I'm just saying I ain't trying to get there sooner than I have to be.
Why I gotta go to the cemetery? I feel like you shopping.
Exactly.
Huh?
Exactly. He was going on about that mausoleum. I want the kind that slide in and out. And no, I want the kind where you can slide somebody next to you. No, I want the kind that, no, not that kind, the kind that's shared. They look like big old file cabinets.
You trying to say because window shopping?
Mama knows.
She ain't here.
There was a recent hero that died. A hero that died recently. That did not have his business in order. And we don't have our business in order because we don't want to think about what will inevitably happen.
Yeah.
You have to plan something so everybody ain't got to plan it for you.
So that's why you visit cemeteries?
That's why you visit them around the nation?
I told you, ninjas, why I visit the cemetery. I visit the cemetery because of the history that's there.
We got books for that, black man.
Well, I don't read, damn it.
He's a visual. He's a visual type of person, Mama. No, he's visual.
Tomorrow, y'all come to the picnic. We're gonna have some fun talking about some stuff. Just gonna be fun. We having fun tomorrow. Get y'all ready for this 4-day weekend, 3-day weekend.
3-day weekend.
3-day.
By the way, book knowledge is one thing. Traveling and seeing for yourself is something totally different.
You're right. I need to reach out and touch the tombstone.
That's only if you want to clean them off.
Oh man, come on. What does that mean right now?
I don't clean them off. I just look at
Need to get in, walk inside the mausoleum. You don't need to see it online.
You don't get to feel all the evil spirits, Mama knows, unless you walk in.
I don't know what you're scared of. I ain't scared.
I ain't scared of you, mother.
Just tell them, cuz you just window shopping, man. You just window shopping. You want to see?
Yeah, you just window shopping.
I'm not window shopping, but I do believe in that too many of us are afraid to talk about what's going to happen. I mean,
And some of us are over prepared, is what I'm trying to say.
And these are facts.
This nigga is over prepared.
Because
I checked out every cemetery in these here United States.
I don't check out cemeteries for self. I check out cemeteries because there's history there.
You've made that abundantly clear.
I feel you.
You're trying to be a part of the history.
I'm telling you niggas now, we having a fish fry for my funeral, so ain't
my!
Be no surprise.
A fish fry.
That's gonna be fun.
Boy, we doing a fish fry for my funeral. We ain't gonna waste our time and have to wait.
Oh, you cooking fish now?
Cooking fish.
Your wife said she ain't cooking no fish.
You cooking fish. You cooking fish. You cooking catfish and crappie and tilapia and cod.
Don't fix none of that nonsense. Tilapia.
Make sure you cook it in peanut oil. That vegetable oil.
Cappy,
You
copy.
want beer battered cod.
Doing all that shit in peanut oil. Cook it up.
Yeah,
Cook it
peanut
up.
oil.
All right.
Yeah, don't be trying to go cheap and get vegetable oil either.
Oh my goodness.
I want to make sure there's no surprise when y'all get that GoFundMe on the page. Y'all know what it's about, so ain't nobody gonna be scared.
That GoFundMe.
That peanut oil is high as hell.
It is high. It is very high. I have to get it every year when I fry these turkeys, and it is not cheap.
Yeah,
but it's delicious though. It makes for a nice bird or a nice fish. We ain't got no time for this last story. I may not be able to do this one.
Got 5
Save it for tomorrow.
We got 5 minutes. Now I don't want to talk about this tomorrow. Okay, let's try to get it in. It's really not. It's just an update, really, because it's actually an encouraging story. Because Nick said he realized that he has failed in monogamy, and what told him that is the 5 more kids he got coming.
I can't.
5 more.
You should have left that out.
I told him he just hard headed.
Right, we can't end on that. We'll end on Lala. That's just for the guys.
Hey, hold up. Wait. I was looking down.
She's trolling her husband. So what happened is he gave all his baby mamas flowers and didn't give Lala no flowers. So she gave him a flower. She said, bam, trending. Now you got to deal with this trending life. You're welcome.
Is that her?
Yeah, who do you think it was? That was her.
Lala, that's the one that used to be married to the basketball player, right?
Carmelo Anthony.
Yes.
I'll be holding your head down like I said something wrong. Hell, I'm trying to figure it out.
Yes, that's Carmelo. He didn't get her the flowers.
But they divorced.
But he got the flowers for everybody else.
She is a baby mama.
I think all the other baby mamas and the current girlfriend all got flowers. In fact, they all got the same flowers.
Well, Lala can buy her own flowers. She got good.
She don't need him to buy flowers. That's true.
No, she got her own one.
Nope, she busy having sex on Power. And
now wait a minute. That's not what happened. She simulated the sex. It wasn't actual sex.
It looked like actual sex.
No, she's a very good actress.
It was very believable.
It was
and when
very
I mentioned last time, everybody talking about send me the link.
It was very believable. Now I ain't
No, they don't have sex on the scene. You dig in the scene with the gangster lean, but you don't have sex on the scene.
Some of them do. Let's be honest. Some of them cross those lines because they want authenticity.
Only porno, not reputable shows.
Thank you, Tara. It was with
Wrong again. Some shows,
especially
have crossed the line.
But see, Jay ain't trying to hear it because it's a white dude. Like he said, white organists be only, he ain't really laying it down. He's just
Why do you think white boys ain't got no skills, Jay? What's that about?
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
You said white organists ain't got no skill. He got twins up in that girl.
He talking about how he get that in there.
He got twins up in there. He accomplished something that's over.
How did that happen? As if
he shot that club all the way up.
Listen, Lord, you can produce
too tight.
You can reproduce a child. That don't mean you got skills. That means you shot.
Wow.
He shot the club up.
He said he ain't got no skills.
You trying to say he ain't got no skills? You don't know.
She might not went nowhere with it, but he shot up.
Shot it up.
Okay, so that doesn't mean he got skills.
Well, if the goal is making babies, he got skills. He made 2 of them at the same time.
You know what's ironic is that we have the receipts. You talked about your experience overseas with someone of a Caucasian persuasion. So I'm just trying to figure out, was there no skill there?
Wow, that escalated quickly. I didn't see that.
Remind me of what I did. I know what the hell I did.
Well, then go ahead.
Y'all ain't supposed to be doing all this in front of the baby.
You said the white girl didn't have no skills?
Take the baby out the room. So
that's what we asking.
That's what I'm about to go. I talked to you.
You love the baby. Take the baby out the room.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, she has some skills.
Now you heard what he said, right?
I'm gonna tell you,
I heard
she has some skills.
Mm-hmm.
She was willing to do anything with that tongue.
Oh my goodness.
And so how you know a white organist ain't willing to do anything?
I said, that's what I said. I said that's what he does.
But he maybe got more than just that. Maybe he's bringing a lot of things to the table.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he brings. I really don't like to talk about it.
I don't know why you defended him.
Well, because we paying him. We pay him. So I feel a sense of obligation, I think. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't know why I'm defending him, but I do know.
What is Tara talking about, Team Tommy?
Power. Tommy was the guy that
Lala was giving it up to everybody try to turn back to that episode so they could relive the moment.
I've never seen it.
They say it's a big rich.
I couldn't believe it. I don't even watch Power, and I just happened to turn to the episode. I said, they be talking about all this stuff. Then I said, wait a minute. What is happening right now?
Tommy got it in. I ain't gonna hold
I'm like, is this really happening? And the next thing you know, all social media was like,
Tommy knocked down a few black chicks on these shows. He liked the darker the berry.
I mean, folks was like, Lala really went all the way. Good thing she ain't married, because
she was good married at that time.
She was? Oh, I thought she
was
wasn't married. Oh.
No, she was good married at that time.
Oh.
Which is that may have had an impact on the marriage. I'll be honest with you. Because that was a lot.
Tara, you said it like Tommy
I think Tara's letting y'all know.
Like Tommy could get it.
I think she's letting y'all know.
Oh, okay.
She's giving it up to a father and a son on the side. Wait a minute. Lala.
Listen.
I don't even watch the show. I may have to start watching the show.
What the?
I'm kidding, Mama Noise. I kid because I love.
Lies.
Where can I find it? Is it on Netflix? Where is it?
No, you got to go to Stars. I think it's Stars season 4, episode 7.
Mm.
I think it's Stars season 4, episode 7.
Dang, you even know the episode?
I think so.
I
Don't act like we didn't look it up together.
That was because Chad and them was in the chat trying to figure out which one.
But we looked it up together, though.
I don't think we was trying to look it up.
Yes, we did. We looked it up and watched it together.
I don't remember watching it.
Don't have me out in these streets by myself. Don't do that. We won.
You talking about episode 4?
Season 4.
I think it's episode 7. If I remember correctly, it's episode 7.
Tara said that is correct.
Is Stars free? Do I have it?
How do we know you have it?
It's connected to Amazon Prime, but you got cable though. You got cable though, right? So it may be free for you. It may be part of your. It may be part of your package. Pause.
Talking about, don't be bringing me into this. Quit playing.
Chad, we won. We all won in this.
we
trying to back out
on this. Don't be trying to get out the car.
Hey, hold on. I think we ain't played that drop in a while. This is a damn show for Chad because he trying to separate himself from.
We together on this. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be one.
Right.
Talking about let me out the car. No, you ain't getting out the car.
Playboy.
We together on this.
No, Playboy. All right. Hey, we love y'all. Y'all come pull up on us tomorrow. Let's get the weekend started right with some high level foolishness that only Noise Media can do.
Start this
Y'all
thing
come
off
to tomorrow. Let's have a good time. Can we do that? Let's do that. Let's get ready, y'all. All right. All right. What do you say? See,
I seen it. I ain't gonna lie now. You know, that's all. She the real deal.
Hey, season 4, episode 7. Hey, you're welcome.
We're talking.